Hello and welcome to my podcast. I'm here with Jon Gargiulo, the bear from Phoenix College. Welcome, John.
Thank you, David. How are you today?
I'm doing excellent. So we're doing the Phoenix College recap since we haven't talked in a while because John got dental surgery or something on his face and he's
dental surgery makes you feel alive.
So he's going to hook me up with some of his prescription drugs. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do any of that. But he's under the weather, and we're still going to keep doing this. But we're in the – where are we? Is this the lounge? I don't know what it's called.
No, this is called the Soccer Cave. It's our secret location deep, deep, deep in the back depths of Phoenix College. In order to get in this room, you have to know somebody.
Yeah. I gotta lock this door so no one can get in. So we're on these nice bare sofas with our legs up. I'll make that the profile picture for this episode. So, John, I'm going to interview you for a little bit, and then you can ask me some questions on what happened last week, I guess. But so, tell me a little bit about yourself. Why are you so animated? Like ever since I met you, you've been like the friendly guy on campus. You're like, you know everybody's name. You're always telling jokes. It's never the same joke, and you just make Phoenix College a fun place to be. And you just like people, smile when you come by because it's usually a cool interaction. So why are you the way you are, and where do you get your sense of humor?
Well, first of all, I want to tell you thank you, David. That's quite the compliment. Coming from you, I really appreciate that. Actually, coming from anybody, I would appreciate it, but coming from you, I really appreciate that. Well, tell you the truth, I was born in New York. I moved out to LA and lived in LA for a while, and then I came here. Part of, I guess, what makes me who I am and the personality that I have is that after I graduated from high school, I went to acting school. I went to a prestigious acting school in Hollywood, Lee Strasberg, where I studied under some really, really wonderful acting teachers, which allowed me to kind of tap into my inner theatrical side when I was younger. I've always kind of had a very outgoing and very personable personality, but I think getting into that field after I graduated high school just kind of enhanced the overall personality that I had, allowed me to become more, more secure within myself as far as who I was and how I react with people.
That's crazy. I had no idea that you went to acting school, and now it all kind of makes sense because you have that voice for radio. Has to be radio because you don't have the face for TV.
Certainly not. do not have the face for TV. Kind of surprised that so many people watch our podcast, being that if I was to look at myself, I'd definitely get scared.
Well, the only reason we're not Facebook Live right now is because my battery is dead for my tablet. But limited budget here, so we are using a $100 Moto phone from Motorola, but no, that all makes sense. So, and I'm excited. I'm like, all right. Just a little backstory between you about us. He's always, John's always been animated. I don't know why, and what drugs he's on or whatever, the happy pills he takes, but he's way too happy. My childhood is much different. I'm not as happy as him, but I don't want to talk about that. That is between me and my therapist. But
which I'll fill you in a little bit later.
Yeah. So I decided I'm like, you want to start promoting our Yavapai games. And anyways, he has, I don't know, 10 plus commercials we've done, anywhere from him just being the bear to
different characters,
full out Darth Bear and all that stuff. But everything we've done was one take, except for Darth Bear, which that was a 10-minute segment, and that was because of lighting and stuff. But everything we've done is one take because we don't have time for anything else. But I'm just shocked how well you do on one take.
Well, I appreciate that. And the secret to that is my wonderful improvisational skills.
So what happened at acting school? What happened?
I went to acting school. It's called Lee Strasberg in Hollywood. Graduated from Lee Strasberg, which then I went to New York. I did some off Broadway, Shakespeare, theater. I also did some TV commercials, various things. I moved back from New York in the mid-'90s, and that's when, I hate to say it, but unfortunately, as you grow up in life and move forward, you get married, you have children, responsibility tends to take over your life. So I made a, conscious decision that I was going to put the acting on the back burner and, go to work and try to supply my family with a wonderful life and many treasures, which I'm still searching for. So to be honest with you, I kind of shied away from my acting. I hadn't acted for a long time. When I met you, we kind of tapped on that. We, kind of became, I'd like to call us friends. You asked me if I would be willing to promote some of your soccer games. I thought that was the perfect opportunity for me to get back into kind of that lifestyle and, be able to express myself a little bit, which you've honestly given me an avenue to kind of do that, which I really appreciate, David.
What's crazy is I had no idea.
No.
Any of that stuff. I know you mentioned like acting school maybe once, but I wasn't listening like I normally do. I just recognize the talent and your ability to just be energetic and come off in, such a good way, and your voice and, your ability to communicate a message. I noticed that could help us, but I had no idea. Like this is a first for me learning all this. So, and that's what's cool about podcasts. You have all these interviews and you learn a lot about other people and stuff. But
right,
but it gets my head spinning because I'm like, oh, all right, now he's a professional. So now I'm gonna push the envelope and see where I could take this stuff.
For some reason, that doesn't surprise me.
No, that's definitely what's gonna happen.
No, and now I gotta be honest with you. I think that as we've been doing these podcasts and a lot of the work that we've done as far as the promotions and different avenues that we have taken as far as our expressions, I've also seen you come miles as far as the way that you interact and have opened up.
This is not about me. I don't want to talk about me because that's a whole different episode of what I've been through and all that crap. And it's not even worth listening to because it's just it's a tearjerker of how's he still around? But yeah, like we all are. We're all messed up in some way. We've all been attacked in this crazy world we live in. But back to you.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Now that I know what's going on, I'm gonna advance this to the next level. Like I'm gonna put some money in or steal some money to get you doing our Facebook live. And if I have to find a way to pay you as a coach or whatever, I'm gonna figure it out. Well, but that'd be cool to have you talking during the whole Facebook live. And it'd be nice if your son could just get it set up so I don't think about it. So no offense to your son, but he just doesn't have the voice of the bear. He's a little bear. I need the big bear.
He's the baby bear.
He's
now,
baby bear.
Let's put this into context, though. I mean, now, I'm Yogi, all right? I'm Yogi, and he's Boo Boo. So, Boo Boo needs a little work. You know what I mean? Boo Boo's still a baby.
Yeah.
Where, the bear. Well,
Boo Boo is young. You're at the twilight of your life, so before...
And I got to be honest with you. As you grow and as you go through life, you come across these certain plateaus in your life where you reach these places where things tend to register a little bit different. Your philosophy tends to change. You become much more secure within your skin as far as who you are as a person. And I think that is the natural progression of anybody through life. As we live, we grow. And, I think that's part of the whole game is as we get older and as we grow, we become more comfortable on who we are and the way that we express ourselves.
That is true. And I just fell asleep a little bit. So,
obviously, what I have to say is thrilling and on your seat edge.
I have extreme ADD, and I had it through my whole childhood. That's why I barely graduated. Today's standards, I wouldn't have graduated, but they give me a diploma anyways. But I just got thinking while you were talking because I wasn't listening. I'm distractible. My brain doesn't stop. It's a horrible condition, and for anyone that has it, I'm not just kidding. This is a real thing. I'm distractible, and my mind doesn't stop. That's why when people talk to me, are you listening? No, I'm not. I have about a 10-second threshold of information that I can take in, and then I'm already thinking about 10 different things. Having said that, I envision when you do a game, like nothing about soccer. It's all proven on that Yavapai episode you did about the chuck and chase format.
Hey, by the way, I just want to let you know, based on that chuck and chase broadcast that we put, that's got more hits than anybody.
I know.
So it's got over like 2,500 views. And what I think is so funny is for the bear not knowing anything about soccer. That's the most watched episode. And to tell you the truth, I think people game plan off of that.
I think they do.
I really do.
With the, I don't know. I can't. That episode was crazy. But if you did a whole live stream game and just see it how you see it, the chuck and chase and the, what different plans you would have for the coach and with the honey and all that stuff that you're talking about. I think that would be huge. I think people would listen. I think they'd be more entertained versus just watching soccer with a horrible camera view from my tablet. But if they got to at least hear it from you, however you see it, would be so flippin' entertaining.
But now, you understand, I am Italian.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Scottish.
So, football in Italy is extremely big. And
so what happened to you?
Well,
what did you do? You can't be basketball, and that's what's confusing. Your kids are playing basketball. Name one Italian NBA player. One. There is none.
No, there's one.
No, like a real Italian.
Well, there's some Italians out there.
No.
Of course, are there more Italian football players? Absolutely. But as far as how did I get into basketball, it was just a passion of mine. I grew up watching Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan. It always kind of intrigued me.
Not one Italian was named, by the way, but go ahead.
Oh, by the way, no. So honestly, that's kind of the way and the sport that drew me in.
And I think it's important because I don't think the live stream and stuff we're going to be doing with you, describing what's going on, because we have a lot of viewers that watch the Facebook Live, because we have a lot of Japanese that listen.
Absolutely, yes.
We got kids from Africa that they're watching from there. I mean, we have a lot of people watching, and of course, all our alumni. If you actually had knowledge of soccer, it would probably ruin it because you would be kind of trying to explain it the way it is, and I don't want you to. I want to explain it how your brain sees it, not like a normal Italian would.
Hey, and he's coming down the right side, and all of a sudden he gives a back pass. Oh no, that was a heel pass. And Russo takes off like a bolt of lightning, streaking down the middle. Oh, he gives a little side kick to Alfonso, and Alfonso gives it to Sergio. Score!
Oh, instead of goal, when we score, you should roar.
Roar!
Turn rar into, at the end, ola. Ola.
Hola.
So,
One day,
do you speak Italian?
so-so.
All right, let me hear it. What's your so-so?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
Because I grew up in a household where most of the
All cuss words.
Italian was profanity.
Sweet.
You know, so
I got an airplane to catch to Seattle, so
Okay.
my wife keeps calling me. But to close, are you willing to do your first Facebook Live play-by-play this Tuesday against Scottsdale Community College at 4:30? I will find a way to compensate you, whether it's food or honey or something. But you're gonna need to get your son to help.
Okay. Well, I'll coordinate with Boo Boo this week,
Okay.
and me and Boo Boo will get together. He'll talk to Yogi, and we'll see if we can put a picnic basket together. How's that sound?
Right on.
I just want to hit on something real quick before we left. Coach,
Yo.
great week last week.
It was a good week.
It was a good week, and I want to touch upon this. We started off the week. We went down to Pima.
Was that last week?
Yeah, that was last week. On Tuesday, because you played Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday, Pima. Thursday, Glendale. Saturday, Yavapai.
Yep.
Tough week. We talked about it. I know we dropped the one at Pima. I just want to say
It was disgusting. Pima had 2 shots and they won 1-0. They packed it in the entire second half to preserve a 1-0 lead. Obviously, it worked, but man, no offense to Tucson. Well, all the offense to Tucson. They cheat over there. I'm just kidding. They don't cheat. They don't play by the rules.
Well, I think they play a very physical.
No,
brand
they get their officials from Tucson. I'm just kidding. Everything's just awesome in Tucson. How is it possible that I've won in Prescott, I don't know, like 8 times now? More than the entire conference combined. I've won in Western, I don't know, 6, 7 times, but not in Tucson? You know why? Because there's that Tucson-Phoenix dislike for each other.
Well, I got that. And you know what? The way I look at it is, in the overall scheme of things,
Never get calls.
I think that loss puts things in perspective. Because I was talking to some of the boys this week, and I said, better to lose them early than to lose them late. And now it gives you an idea of what you need to achieve in your overall goals going forward. Glendale was a great game, but let's talk about Chavapai on Saturday. Great win, Coach.
Well, Glendale, we won
6-0, right?
Yeah, but we also lost Hata in that game. He got injured, but he should be back in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Clavicle injury.
He had a club. How's Ray?
Ray was good, and then on Saturday, Ray got pulled his hamstring in the first 2 minutes of the Yavapai game. So now we're down Ray and Hata, and we're at Yavapai, who they just came off and beat Pima 3-1 because they don't respect Pima. So they just beat them down like they should be beat down, and just handled them the way they handled them. But then we beat Yavapai 2-0 sweeping them for the year. 50% of Yapai's losses this year are from us.
That's right. And I have to tell you, too, good team. You have a really nice team this year. I know we've talked about it. I want to reiterate that once again. I think you really have a really great team on your hands. And moving forward, I see nothing but great things for these kids and also you.
Well, we'll see. We're on a break. We gave the kids some time off. They weren't, we are banged up, and we gave them a mental break.
Which
the last one,
really needed.
Maybe. They needed it, and hopefully they come back ready to go. But you don't know. They're college kids. You don't know what the heck is going on.
The only security of the world, my friend, is the insecurity of the world. Bet on that, you'll be a rich man.
Yeah, well, but we're good. We're 11-1, first in the conference, and number 4 in the country. So we're doing good.
Phenomenal. Congratulations.
But we can do better.
We can always do better. We're always going to try harder. We're going to always strive for more. And
are you going to be there Tuesday? Can you?
Wow, you're really pressing me on this.
I want it documented like 3 times over on this podcast.
I told you I got to talk to people.
I get you work at 5 a.m. and you're up at 4.
That's right.
But we're the early game, man. And we'll have air conditioning. I'll have all your snacks. Tell me what sodas and candy you need and stuff.
Yogi loves the picnic basket, baby.
I'll have every cent up for you. And you can just go to town, and I'll make sure we have everything set up if Boo Boo can't do it. So I will make sure it's taken care of.
Okay.
All right, we got to wrap this up. Thank you, John the Bear.
John the Bear,
our
coach. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Thanks for coming. This is my longest podcast I've ever done.
Hey.
I could do this longer, but my wife keeps calling me. We got to get to the airport.
I hear you.
All right, I'm off to Seattle, see my daughter.
Hey, see you later, coach. Have a good trip. I'll talk to you when you get back.
Okay, goodbye.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.